So, the sing-song is over. We're about to begin. It'll be Real Sociedad get us underway from right to left in their classic blue and white stripes. Barcelona in there, also classic red and blue, attacking the goal to our right. As I said, it's been raining for some time, so could expect a few slip-ups. It'll be interesting to see if all the players have got the right tyres on. We're underway then. Real Sociedad with the initial possession, the ball going back to the ex-Real Madrid centre-half, Diego Llorente alongside him, Raul Navas. Now first touch for Geronimo Rulli. I'm not going to be able to resist that, am I? Rulli then out to Kevin. Oh, not the best of balls there from Senor Rulli, and it goes straight out to play. A throw into Barcelona, their first contact with the ball. Busquets then, combining with Paulinho, who appears to be on this right-hand side of the quartet, making a run down the right-hand side. Now it's Paulinho, just held up there by the defence, still in control of the ball, being chased all the way back towards his own half, unfairly so, says the referee. So it'll be a first free kick in favour of the red and blues of Barcelona. The opening minute here in the Anoeta Stadium, and Barcelona now moving the ball around in midfield. Vermaelen alongside him, Gerard Piqué. Piqué, of course, probably won't get the whistles that he gets in other stadiums throughout the country, for obvious reasons, as Barcelona have the ball on the left-hand side now with Gomez. Gomez just held up by Odriozola. Plays the 1-2 with Suarez. Now Busquets once again with Gomez. Messi, first touch for Leo Messi, combining with his best buddy on the left-hand side, Jordi Alba. Now with Gomez, Alba and Messi 1-2 in. I wonder if they're going to let anyone else play this evening. So Messi, back to Jordi. And Alba now will push it all the way back to Vermaelen. Vermaelen alongside him, Piqué. Real Sociedad pushing up on the Barca back four. Ball forward down the left-hand side. Paulinho definitely taking up position on the outside of the quartet here on the right-hand side. So it's from the left, Gomez, Rakitic, Busquets and Paulinho, or rather Suarez now bursting into the area. Rulli comes out to collect. So first foray into the area for Luis Suarez, who scored in the last 5 league games. Combination there of Llorente and the keeper prevented the first opportunity of the game. As Real Sociedad switch it out to the left-hand side. Juanmi, ex of Malaga, drops off for Kevin. Kevin will play it forward to William Jose. The ball comes back to him. So now through to Tutha, down the middle. Real Sociedad moving the ball around well in the opening stages here. William Jose switches play to the right-hand side. Odriozola looking to combine with Prieto. The ball bounces off Xavi Prieto and picked up by Gomez. Gomez gets out of a tangle there, gives it to Jordi Alba. They 1-2 their way down the far side. Little 1-2 there with Rakitic as well. Gomez showing well here. Gomez goes down, looks for the free kick, none forthcoming, and it's Real Sociedad on the ball with through to Tutha. Prieto looking to combine with Odriozola. Odriozola, yet another player who's come through the established Real Sociedad youth system. They do bring a fair number of players through. It's not an all-Basque policy here, but certainly, as I said, 8 of the starting 11 are Spanish. As the ball goes out to the left-hand side to Kevin. Sergi Roberto gets a foot on it, and it'll be a throw-in for Real Sociedad on this near touchline. Looking for William Jose. William Jose and Sergio Roberto. A little bit of wrestling going on there. Neither player concentrating on the ball, so he runs all the way through for a goal kick. And a first touch for Ter Stegen. Suarez, the only player to come close to creating a chance in the opening 5 minutes here. The ball with Piqué. Forward to Rakitic. Rakitic chips it out to Sergio Roberto. Little 1-2 there with Paulinho. Back to the Croatian. He sprays it over to the left-hand side to Vermaelen. Suarez in space on the left. Luis Suarez plays into the middle to Leo Messi. Messi picks up with his left. He's got the overlap from Jordi Alba. Gives it instead to Suarez. Luis Suarez plays it into the middle to Rakitic. Rakitic to Paulinho. Paulinho back to Rakitic. Now he brings in Sergio Roberto. Roberto play it back to Piqué. Piqué to Vermaelen. Barca begin again on the halfway line with Piqué. Down the right-hand side, Paulinho challenged by Kevin, holds on to it. Still Paulinho, plays it back to Vermaelen. Forward now to Gomez. Gomez to the Belgian centre-half, out to Jordi Alba. Alba with Suarez now. Luis Suarez gives it back to Gomez. Andre Gomez looking for Paulinho. Paulinho nods it down to Leo Messi on the edge of the area. Messi spots the run by Sergio Roberto, and Rulli comes out to take it off the feet of Roberto. Tremendous run by Sergio Roberto. Now Real Sociedad move down the right-hand side themselves. Odriozola nutmegs Jordi Alba. Under pressure now though from Vermaelen. The youngster unable to get around the Belgian. Now Gomez combining with Luis Suarez. Barca lose possession. Real with the ball. It's Ilara Mendy out to the right-hand side. Canal is involved with Prieto. Ilara pushing it back now to Diego Llorente. Elegant centre-half who can also play in midfield. This time though the pass is errant and he comes off Andre Gomez for a throw-in to the Blues and Whites. Willian Jose protects the ball well, but there was a triangle of players around him. Alba manages to nick the ball off him. Ter Stegen now will chip it forward towards Paulinho. Paulinho, there's a handball there from Juanmi. Free kick on this near side really is coming down in San Sebastian. Lovely pass by Leo Messi, almost setting up Sergio Roberto outside of the left foot. Once again, a movement that would be worthy of the Great Dane himself. For years now, we've been saying how much Michael Laudrup had an influence on Xabi and Nandez and Andres Iniesta. Well, then also Leo Messi would have picked up a few things from the two maestros as well. Not comparing them at all, of course, just saying that there's similarity in some of the moves. Now there's a move down the right-hand side. Sergio Roberto plays into the box. Headed away or flicked away there by Llorente, and it'll be a throw-in to Barcelona in line with the edge of the six. Paulinho to Rakitic. Back to the halfway line. Vermaelen will play it forward. Gomez. Much involved so far. Oh, lovely self-pass there from Busquets, and then gives it to Leo Messi. Messi shoots, and it's wide, but Gomez combining well there with Leo Messi and Busquets. It's finally a Busquets pass that set up Messi. Messi curled it in from quite the angle, just wide of the post. A couple of very good runs indeed by Sergio Roberto. He's probably thinking, well, look, if Jordi Alba could do it, I could do it. Certainly Jordi Alba, man of the match midweek in the Celta Cup game. So far this evening, two excellent runs. Sergio Roberto on the right-hand side. Canales for Real. A a lot expected of Canales, particularly now that there's no Carlos Vela in the ranks. Ball with Navas to fellow centre-half Llorente. Now out to Odriozola. Ball back to Diego Llorente inside his own half. And in the middle of the two, Laura Mendy in that kind of Busquets position. Laura Mendy, of course, who moved to Real Madrid, didn't really work out, came home. Ball with Real Sociedad, played into the box, headed away by Piqué, no real danger. Xavi Prieto picks up, another ball in, and Piqué once again is the man on the end of it. Barca look to counter, play breaks down. Juanmi loses possession to Rakitic, excellent challenge by Rakitic, and Suarez almost on the break, but the ball played off Suarez by Raul Navas for a throw in favour of the Basque. 10 minutes gone in Anoeta. It's Real Sociedad 0, Football Club Barcelona 0. It's Real Sociedad enjoying their share of the possession so far. Prieto, another ball into the box. Oh, it's in the net! William Jose has put Real Sociedad into the lead, their first opportunity. Xavi Prieto curling the ball in, and William Jose has given Real Sociedad the lead. His 8th goal in the league this season. Ter Stegen, well beaten, but it was a close range header, difficult one for the keeper. And Ter Stegen concedes just his 8th goal of the season in the league. Well, almost a free header. Paulinho was the closest player. And it was well headed down. Very difficult indeed. Headed down and at speed. And with 11 minutes gone, it's Real Sociedad 1, Barcelona 0. Sociedad not the most impressive home record in the league so far this season. Record of 3-3-3. It's not been a problem scoring goals. That's their 20th goal in the league at home. One of the top scorers in Casa, as they say. But the problem's been at the other end. 17 conceded as Barcelona lose possession in midfield. Ball down the left-hand side. Sergio Roberto just shields it out, and he'll be a throw into FCB. Rakitic rushed the pass back to Roberto, and he'll be instead now a throw to the Blues and Whites. Real Sociedad certainly got some momentum going here. Piqué and the referee exchanging words. I think Piqué wanted a free kick for a challenge just now on Gomez. William Jose protecting the ball, and it goes out for another throw-in. Just in defence of the referee, it's when the conditions are like this, you pretty much have to decide from the off how often you're going to blow, because players will slip as well as being brought down. And Sergio Roberto puts the ball out for a first corner of the evening to Real Sociedad on the left-hand side as we look at goal. Canales with the corner, swings it in, and there's a player down. Ball played forward, they're looking for a handball. Barca though on the counter now with Luis Suarez. On the far side, Jordi Alba, the ball goes over towards Alba, he leaves it for Rakitic. Rakitic with a chance to play it in. Paulinho shoots, blocked. And there's a whistle, possibly for offside against Leo Messi, or a free kick for the challenge by Paulinho. Let's have a look. Well, the Real Sociedad players claiming there was a handball at the start of the move. Certainly came off the arm of Messi, but the ball came off his leg, so no A free kick awarded. It's a free kick instead to Real Sociedad for the challenge of Paulinho on Xavi Prieto. Jordi Alba wrestling on the far side with Canales. Canales, not too many complaints there from the boy from Santander. So Barca moving the ball around at the back. But they've given it away. William Jose out to the right-hand side. Xavi Prieto, his cross gave us the opening goal. Canales switching play now for Kevin. Kevin under pressure from Paulinho. I think I would do exactly what Kevin did there. Paulinho coming, facing up to you. I think I would be passing the ball away. Strong challenger of the ball indeed as well. Sociedad play the ball to Ter Stegen. It was one for William Jose to chase, but always going to be picked up by the German keeper. In fact, it was Juanmi who was making the run down the left-hand side. Both of the forwards there wearing gloves, just an indication of how nippy it is in San Sebastian. The ball with Jordi Alba into the middle of the park. It's Leo Messi. Messi supported by Busquets. Busquets forward to Paulinho. Paulinho to Piqué. Sergio Roberto makes a run down the right-hand side. Spotted by Rakitic. Good space here for Roberto. Roberto loses sight of the ball, though Juanmi able to get in between. And there'll be a free kick to Real Sociedad. Sergio Roberto will be spoken to by the referee because Sergio Roberto had spoken to the linesman. Just looking at the goal again, really tremendous header from William Jose down into the ground, and a lot of pace on that ball. Ter Stegen, that said, almost got to it. William Jose, several players with Real Madrid connections. Canales and Ilara Mendy both made that move to Real Madrid. That didn't work out. Llorente, William Jose, ex-Real Madrid B players. As Barca move the ball forward now with Piqué. Piqué looking to step inside. Ilara loses the ball. The ball now with Kevin. Kevin back to Navas. Navas will give Rulli a touch. Back out now to Ilara. Ilara closed down, so Rulli will play it forward towards William Jose, and he was offside. Referee with that gesture that they do tend to love, don't they? You were offside, then you came onside, so, but you were offside, if you see what I mean. I'm not sure about that one. That's the second offside against Real Sociedad. The ball with Jordi Alba. Alba to Vermeulen. Vermeulen inside to Sergio Busquets. Back to Vermeulen. Forward to Suarez. Suarez inside to Gomez. Ball goes past Gomez. Picked up by Ilara. Now played into the centre circle. Busquets heads it forward. Paulinho gets on the end of it. But Ilara is there to tidy up, gives it to Rulli. Rulli's ball met in the air by Vermeulen, but it's blue and white shirt picking it up. Ilara. Now, Driozola inside to Xavi Prieto. Through to Tuza. Now to Ilara. Ilara chips it over. Great pass there for the full-back to get on the end of. Into Canales. Canales shoots, and it's deflected away by Vermeulen. A second corner to Real Sociedad. 19 minutes gone, and the home team looking the stronger. The ball comes in and headed away by Gomez. Rakitic completes the job. Met by Navas. Out to William Jose. Now Navas. Real Sociedad play it cautiously back, though, to Kevin. Now Llorente to Ilara. just on the halfway line. Plays it down the left to Kevin. Kevin will play it back to Raul Navas. Navas out to Odriozola. And a free kick awarded for the challenge there on Canales. Canales takes it quickly. There won't be a flag. The other player was offside, not the player on the ball. And Piqué once again heads it away. That's 3 balls into the penalty area. Met by Gerard Piqué in the opening 20 minutes. That's an indication of the pressure being applied by Real. Barca, of course, looking for a victory that would take them 19 points ahead of the men in white. 16's not bad as it stands. As Real Sociedad have a throw-in. The ball goes to Xavi Prieto. Canales combining with Odriozola. Now Canales plays it into the box, and a rather tame header this time from the Brazilian forward William Jose. Ball out to Paulinho. Paulinho plays it off Juanmi for an FCB throw halfway inside their own half. Zabio, the Real Sociedad manager, certainly under pressure after recent results. Real Sociedad just 1 win in their last 7 league games. Luis Suarez has gone down and stayed down, but he's off the pitch. The referee nonetheless coming over to, well, he's back on the pitch now. So Gonzalez coming over to check. Luis Suarez explaining to the referee what happened. Well, more than anything, I think it was an unfortunate landing by Luis Suarez. The free kick, though, given for the foul by Kevin Rodriguez on Leo Messi. So, it'll be a free kick to be taken by Messi. Plays it back to Vermeulen, just on the halfway line. Now out to Jordi Alba. Yet to see those runs down the left of Alba's. That's possibly because he's been kept busy on that far side by Canales, Prieto and Odriozola. Or Odriozola even. Rakitic, halfway through the first half. Scoreline is Real Sociedad 1, Barcelona 0. Sergio Roberto on the ball inside the Real half. Has to play it back though to Busquets. Busquets out to Vermeulen. Back into Sergio Busquets. He's not sure, so he'll give it to Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen out to Gerard Piqué. Piqué chips the ball out towards Jordi Alba. It's met by Odriozola. He'll play it back to Geronimo Rulli. Rulli out to Ilara. Ilara to Llorente. Llorente pumps it up towards the halfway line. Vermeulen jumps. Out jumps Xavi Prieto. Barcelona have the ball on the left-hand side. Leo Messi just drifting in. Still Messi looking for Rakitic. Ball comes off a defender, and Real Sociedad will play it forward to William Jose, who goes down. Piqué penalised. That'll be an offside against Juanmi. Often happens that if you try and take the free kick too quickly, surprise the other team and also your own team. As Barca have it with Jordi Alba. Alba inside to Busquets. Now Piqué. Forward to Paulinho. Paulinho to Sergio Roberto. And back to Gerard Piqué. Busquets pings it out to the left-hand side to Vermeulen. To Gomez. Gomez back to Jordi Alba. Suarez down, combining with Gomez. Gomez to Suarez. Suarez goes down. There'll be a free kick for the challenge on the Uruguayan. Diego Llorente, the culprit. Free kick on the far side, already taken. Rakitic on the ball. Rakitic out to Jordi Alba. Alba inside to Gomez. Gomez out to Rakitic. There's a flag. Offside against the Croatian. 25 minutes gone in the Anoeta Stadium. It's Real Sociedad 1, Barcelona 0. Julian Jose started a move. Ended up with a Xavi Prieto cross. Julian Jose picked up rather late by fellow Brazilian Paulinho. Almost a free header, 1-0 scoreline. Jose combining with Juanmi. Juanmi out to the far side, space for Odriozola. Then Xavi Prieto picks it up. Prieto forced to play back to Ilara. 1-2 with Canales. Canales being closed down, gets the ball off to Thurutusa. Outside now to Xavi Prieto, ball into the box, headed away by Jordi Alba. And it'll be a throw-in, already taken the ball with Odriozola, back to Llorente. Navas combining with Llorente. Llorente switching into the left-hand side. Portuguese full-back on the ball now, Kevin Rodriguez. Switch and play there inside to Ilara. Ilara plays it forward to Canales. Xavi Prieto. He's got the overlap. Plays instead to Canales. Don't think he was expecting that. Still controls the ball. Canales shoots into the hands of Ter Stegen. Busquets, rare ball pass there from Busquets, which is read by Kevin. The ball with Thurutusa. Ilara, back to Llorente. Odriozola. Gives it to Xavi Prieto. Odriozola once more, now inside to Canales. Canales, Thurutusa. Odriozola into the edge of the box and didn't quite work out, but William Jose, it's a free kick to Barcelona. William Jose had got the ball into the back of the net, but the whistle had already gone. Let's have a look. Rakitic. Rakitic went down. I can see why Real Sociedad felt that that might have been a soft free kick. William Jose scored, but Ter Stegen didn't make any attempt to save it. The whistle had already gone. The home fans in disagreement with Mr. Gonzalez. Paulinho wins a throw-in just on this near touchline inside the Real half. As Llorente picks the ball up ahead of Luis Suarez. Long ball forward, Juanmi combining with William Jose. Goes down looking for the free kick, none forthcoming. Jordi Alba now to Messi. Messi out to Luis Suarez. There's no flag. Return ball to Jordi Alba. Oh, it was almost an own goal. It's a corner to Barcelona. Kevin Rodriguez almost putting it into his own net. Real Sociedad still complaining. They felt that Rakitic shouldn't have had a free kick. And indeed, shouts of fuera, fuera, which is basically a very polite way of saying go away, are being directed at the referee. Back to the action. Corner to Barcelona, their first of the evening. Rakitic will take left-hand side as we look at goal. Plays it low and not the best of. Straight to Xavi Prieto. who clears it into the Barca half. Ball picked up now by Sergi Roberto. Roberto gives it to Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen. Long ball forward, meant by Geronimo Rulli. And brought down by Juanmi, gives it to William Jose. William Jose lifts over the top. They're looking for offside. There's none. Shots wide by Canales, but Ter Stegen got a touch on it, so it'll be a corner. That goes down as a Ter Stegen save. Canales might just have been offside there. There would have been some headlines, I think, if that had been a goal. There still might be, because they have a fifth corner of the first half. Canales swings it in and headed wide by William Jose. Goal kick to Barca. So plenty of action in the first half, and have to say, well, Sociedad might consider themselves a little bit unlucky not to be more than one up. But at the other end, Kevin almost scoring for Barcelona. Ter Stegen has the ball for FCB. To Vermeulen. Forward to Suarez. Suarez holds it up, gives it to Jordi Alba. A little foot in there by Llorente, and it'll be a throw in to Barcelona. Iniesta on the bench alongside Dembélé, so not a bad couple of options there. Silesen, Vidal, Digne, Mascherano, Dennis, and as I said, Andres Iniesta and Dembélé waiting on the bench for the home team. Tonio, Aguirreche, Elizondo, Zubeldia, Gorosabel, Oyazabal, and Januzaj from the ex of Man United, of course. So it's Barca in possession. Ball just goes out of play on the far side, so it'll be a throw in to Real Sociedad. Just on the halfway line. Play held up while Xavi Prieto does up his bootlaces as Prieto receives under pressure from Busquets. Plays it back to Ilare. Ilare, Rulli. Rulli will switch it out to left-hand side to Kevin. Kevin finds Navas. Navas, long ball forward, met by William Jose. Picked up by Thurututha. Thurututha goes down, and he'll be a free kick just inside the Barcelona half. Well, Rakitic did seem to get a foot on the ball. City Laura plays it short to Thurututha. Out to Triothola. He almost loses possession. The ball recovered though by Ilara. As the ball comes off Jordi Alba. Alba not happy with the throw-in. Canales under pressure from Busquets. Still Canales. Still Canales moving away from Rakitic. Plays the ball into the box. No flag. Chance for 1 minute. It's in the net. Real Sociedad has struck again, and you'd have to say it's not against the run of play. Real Sociedad, we were saying just a moment ago, probably deserved to be more than one up, and now they are. It's Real Sociedad 2, Barcelona 0. Juanmi gets his 4th goal of the season. It's good work by Canales, and then the ball over the top. Juanmi timed his run well. No offside, but it did take a deflection of Sergi Roberto, and that was enough to put off Ter Stegen, who I think might well have got that ball. Pretty sure he would have, but it came off the foot of Sergio Roberto, but nonetheless will go down as a goal for the ex-Malaga winger Juanmi. So, coming up to 35 minutes gone in the Anoeta Stadium, it's Real Sociedad 2, Barcelona 0. Barcelona unbeaten this season. Are they about to face defeat in the last game of the first half of the season? Plenty of time though, 10 minutes to half-time. The goal before half-time would be a big plus. Now Jordi Alba. Alba's inside the area, plays it back. There was a flag against Alba though. Let's have another look into the last 10, as I said. Ball played forward by Busquets. Alba just maybe a fraction offside. No real complaints from the fullback. As the ball with Geronimo Rulli. Forward to William Jose. He's not doing too badly in his battle with Piqué. Through the toother, through the legs of Busquets, but Sergio Roberto there to help out. Ball goes back to Piqué. Piqué to Ter Stegen. Vermeulen. And to Jordi Alba. Ball forward to Luis Suarez. Suarez to Gomez. Gomez robbed of the ball, but it will go out for a throw-in on the far side to FCB. Gomez. Vermeulen inside to Rakitic. Now Piqué. Sergio Roberto. Back to Busquets. Combines with Leo Messi. Vermeulen. Forward to Andre Gomez. Rakitic on the ball now for Barcelona. Piqué moving forward, gives it to Paulinho. Paulinho unable to get around his man, and Kevin plays it off the Brazilian for a throw-in to the Basques. Let's have another look at the... Well, I don't think Jordi Alba would have been offside if Suarez hadn't connected with that pass through to him. Back to the action, Piqué plays it back to Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen's ball down the middle, met by a blue and white shirt. Ilara now plays it forward. Real Sociedad still on top here and certainly looking the more likely to score of the two teams. The ball goes out on the far side for a throw-in to Barca. Gomez gives it back to Jordi Alba. Alba combining again with the Portuguese midfielder, Gomez. To Suarez, Suarez to Jordi Alba. Back to Luis Suarez. Suarez just inside the area now. Suarez to Paulinho! It's in the net. Barca have got one back. Just what they needed before half-time. Paulinho again. And that is goal number 8 for the Brazilian midfielder. Tremendous pass, another assist from Jordi Alba to Luis Suarez. Paulinho gets the final touch. Rulli unable to prevent it crossing the line. And the scoreline with 38 minutes gone is Real Sociedad 2, Barcelona 1. Well, I did say we were expecting a decent game, and we've got it. This evening, Real Sociedad on the attack again, down the right-hand side with Odriozola. Canales gives it to Thurututha. Ball goes back to Llorente. I would imagine Eusebio wouldn't mind getting to half-time now with this scoreline. Llorente pushes it out to Ilara. Ilara back to Geronimo Rulli. Thola into Ilara. As Real Sociedad look to 1-2 their way down the far side. Ilara pings it down the middle. Piqué doesn't get there. Juanmi does. Still Juanmi. A little bit slow there, but William Jose has it and hooks it over for a goal kick. Real Sociedad really should have done a little bit more with that as we move into the last 5 minutes of this exciting Week 19 clash in Anoeta. The break was on there for the blue and whites, but they held up play and ran out of options. The ball with Jordi Alba. Halfway inside his own half, plays it towards Messi. Thurututha gets there first. Ilara returns it to Thurututha, out to Kevin. Kevin plays it forward. William Jose combining with Juanmi. Jordi Alba in cover there, gives it to Rakitic. Rakitic to Sergio Roberto. A lot of pressure there from Ilara, and it means it'll be a throw-in to the home team. Bobbles around between the two teams before Piqué plays it forward. Real Sociedad pick it up. Ilara felt he was being held by Busquets, so it'll be a free kick to the Basques. Pause in play. As Real Sociedad have a free kick, some 10 metres inside the Barca half. Now is in Ilara over the ball. A line of players just outside the box. Ilara has it. Plays it forward. Ooh, and Thurututha just had to turn then. Hence the groans from the fans. Prieto. Players waiting in the box now. Thurututha. And Real Sociedad turned a free kick into a defensive position, but now long ball forward, Jordi Alba. Great clearance there from Alba. Now Busquets looking to play it forward. Ball picked up in midfield by Leo Messi. And there'll be a free kick for a handball by one of the Real Sociedad midfielders. Play comes back. Level 42 on the scoreboard. 3 goals so far. 2 for Real Sociedad, 1 for Barcelona. Jordi Alba now. Inside to Andre Gomez. Forward to Paulinho. Paulinho and Gomez lose possession. Ilara back to Rulli. Ilara once more. Chips into the middle of the park. Ball headed forward by Vermeulen. Now picked up by Leo Messi. Messi to Rakitic. Rakitic plays a 1-2 off the referee and gives it to Busquets. Vermeulen to Jordi Alba. Alba to Rakitic. Rakitic goes down. It'll be a free kick. Barca in possession. This free kick just inside the Real half. Into the box, Paulinho flicks it on, Piqué, there's a free kick. Like to see why. Gerard Piqué also inquiring. And it's offside against Paulinho. He was the furthest player forward. Piqué with the eventual shot. Blocked by the keeper, but the whistle had already gone. As we go into the last minute in Anoeta, it'll be a free kick to be taken by Geronimo Rulli. Don't think we've seen the physio as well. Yeah, just the once with Luis Suarez. As Barca given the ball in midfield, Rakitic plays it forward, picked off though by Llorente. Now William Jose withstands 3 challenges, still the Brazilian. Plays it forward to the edge of the box. Ter Stegen clears, but the ball will come back. It's a free kick, and William Jose possibly the MVP of the first half. Under pressure there, went down maybe a little bit too easily. That's certainly what Ernesto Valverde is saying to the fourth official. 45 minutes are up. I imagine we'll get one added on. As the ball chipped down the left-hand side, Canales, and that is enough for the first half. What a wonderful game of football in Anoeta. Real Sociedad opening the scoreline with William Jose, Juanmi getting the second, but Paulinho has pulled one back. We should have a great second half. See you then. That's all for now, folks. Sam. Welcome back to the second half in Anoeta. We have a half-time scoreline of Real Sociedad 2, Barcelona 1. Juanmi and William Jose for the home team. Paulinho. Paulinho for Barcelona. Just a little interruption there, folks. And we're underway in the second half. Barcelona attacking the goal to our left. Real Sociedad, the goal to our right. There's been no changes at half-time, so the home team line up with Rulli in goal. Geronimo Rulli, that is. Kevin Navas, Llorente, and Odriozola at the back. In midfield, through the Tuta, Hilaro, and Prieto. Further upfield, Juanmi, William Jose, and Sergio Canales. It's Canales bringing the ball forward now for Real Sociedad. Outside the D, shoots. And saved by Ter Stegen a minute into the second half. And a first opportunity for the blues and whites of Real Sociedad. Barcelona up with Ter Stegen in goal. A back four of Sergio Roberto, Piqué, Vermaelen, and Jordi Alba. Hold on, a long ball forward. Suarez almost got there. Geronimo came out to prevent him having a goal opportunity. As I was saying, the quartet in Barcelona: Paulinho, Rakitic, Busquets, and Andre Gomez. Up front, it's Luis Suarez and Leo Messi. Dembele is warming up. And if you have just joined us, the scoreline, I think, a fair reflection of what we saw in the first half. Real Sociedad certainly deserving to be in front. Barcelona getting that what could be a vital goal 6 minutes before half-time. Busquets on the ball for FCB. Forward to Rakitic. Out to the left-hand side to Jordi Alba. Alba plays it forward. Gomez beaten to the ball by Llorente. Llorente tries to play it off Gomez. And Real Sociedad spin their way down this near touchline. Long ball forward, shouldn't be a problem for Vermaelen. Does he keep it in? The ball will go out of play. It'll be a throw into FCB. Rakitic. Ball goes back to Ter Stegen. And the ball out to Busquets. Busquets to Piqué. And Vermaelen. Inside him, Jordi Alba. The ball goes forward to Andre Gomez. Gomez back to Rakitic. Into Leo Messi. Messi just on the halfway line. Strokes it down the middle. Ball just headed away by Llorente. As Real lose possession in midfield. Ball won back by Busquets. Rakitic to Suarez. Suarez to Leo Messi. Messi's inside the area. He's got a chance to cut it back. And Rulli does ever so well there to push the ball out for a corner. Rulli had come out to meet Messi. Messi had beaten him, rounded him, but Geronimo recovered well. Corner to be taken by the Wolves number 1. Messi spins it in. The ball headed away by William Jose. Straight back to Leo Messi. Messi gives it to Rakitic. Rakitic plays the ball into the box towards Piqué. Piqué brings it down and It's a free kick against Gerard Piqué. Not sure if possibly it was either an offside. Let's have a look. Well, that was very tight indeed. I can see why Piqué is not happy with that decision. I think it was just on. But anyway, play continues with Real Sociedad pushing down the left-hand side. The ball headed away by Piqué. Now Sergio Roberto plays inside to Leo Messi. Space on this near side for Luis Suarez. Messi to Suarez, just inside the area. Curls it in! What a goal by Luis Suarez! 6 league games in a row. The Uruguayan has found the back of the net. 5 minutes into the second half. And Barcelona, for the first time in this game, feel as if it's swinging their way. Tremendous ball by Leo Messi. Luis Suarez out on his own, not sure where Odriozola was going. Should really have been nearer the danger that is Luis Suarez. And a beautiful finish by Suarez to make it 12 league goals so far this season. So 50 minutes gone. We knew there would be goals this evening. We haven't been disappointed. 4 goals so far, 2 apiece. As the ball goes out for a throw into the blues and whites, halfway inside the Barcelona half. Jose receives back to goal. It comes off Busquets. It'll be another throw. Wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see the introduction of Dembélé shortly. At the moment, it's Real in possession. Navas. Still Navas. Looking for the 1-2. There's an offside against William Jose. Free kick to Barca. Just outside their own penalty area. You'd have to say Barcelona have scored in 2 crucial moments. Minutes before half-time and a few minutes after half-time. As the ball chipped into the arms of Ter Stegen. Now Sergio Roberto bringing it forward down the right-hand side. Roberto drops off for Paulinho. The 1-2 with Leo Messi. Roberto unable to keep the ball in play. But it comes off a defender and it'll be a throw-in to Barca. Messi is brought down, free kick. No yellow cards so far from Gonzalez. Navas, the player bringing down Messi, or was it, no, Kevin brought Messi down, but Navas made contact with Messi while he was on the ground, no damage done, free kick to Barca. Chance to swing this into the penalty area. Messi does so, ball headed away. And there'll be a break here for Real. Down the left-hand side, Juanmi, Jordi Alba comes over to cover. And the ball kept in play by Messi. Messi to Jordi Alba. Rakitic. Sergio Roberto. Certainly the second half's been all Barcelona. Roberto loses possession in midfield. Ilara being chased by Paulinho and Rakitic. And that's not easy. Sergio Roberto with Rakitic getting the ball away. Rakitic back to Roberto. Now inside to Busquets. Real have a player down. Is it Canales? No, it's Thurututh. He doesn't look very comfortable at all. So it may be that Real Sociedad will be making a substitution. Oyazabal, one of the players, getting changed. Beldia is also ready to come on. Through the Tuther, I think just overstretching there in the challenge on Sergio Roberto, has pulled up and certainly won't be taking any more part in the game. 10 minutes into the second half, it's Real Sociedad 2, Barcelona 2. Tremendous goal by Luis Suarez has levelled things up here in San Sebastian. Well, on comes Beldia, the local lad. The ball goes out on the far side for a throw into FCB. Ter Stegen out to Vermeulen. Ships it forward. Ball picked off by Llorente. Llorente. Canales. Canales was held, so it'll be a free kick on the near touchline. Free kick, of course, taken by Ilara. Prieto loses out to Piqué. Real Sociedad win the ball back in midfield. And I think Canales rather optimistic there, spotted Ter Stegen off his line as he normally is, and a weak attempt to chip the keeper, or may well have been crossed towards William Jose. Either way, it was not executed the way he wanted. Ball goes out on the far side for a throw-in to Barca. Beldia's first action in the game could easily have been a free kick and yellow card for that challenge on Messi. But play continues, the rain continues as well in San Sebastian. Piqué plays the ball forward to Luis Suarez, it slips away from him. Real Sociedad yet to really get into this second half, give the ball away to Vermeulen. Now Leo Messi picks up for Barca. Out to Paulinho. Paulinho's offside. Suarez brought down. Meanwhile, the free kick is in favour of the home team. Really is very heavy indeed. Busquets out to Sergio Roberto. Roberto gets a lucky bounce, gives it to Leo Messi. Messi advancing. Messi to Gomez. Ball just cut out by Canales. And now Real Sociedad have possession on the far side with Kevin. Inside to Navas. Back to Geronimo Rulli. Thola heads it forward. Pressure here from Jordi Alba. Canales comes away with the ball. Real have it with Ilara just inside the Barcelona half. Outside him is Kevin. Kevin plays the ball off Sergio Roberto. It'll be a throw into the Blues and Whites. And a second substitution by the home manager. Oyazabal will come on for Juanmi. Scorer of the second goal. Little deflection. Sergio Roberto helped him, but certainly his goal. As we come up to the 1 hour mark, very rainy evening in the Anoeta Stadium of Real Sociedad. 2-2 the scoreline. First half belonged to the home team, second half to Barcelona. The ball goes out to play on the far side. It'll be a throw-in favour of Real. Well, Sergio Roberto will pick up a yellow card for that. He threw the ball at the legs of the referee. I can understand his frustration. I certainly thought it was a throw-in in favour of Barcelona, but if you're going to throw the ball towards the referee, you're probably going to get a yellow card. So, throw-in on the far side, in line with the penalty spot, in favour of the blue and whites. Ball cut out by Sergio Roberto. Manages to clear it. Real Sociedad pick it up on the edge of the area. Conditions deteriorating indeed on the pitch, as Real Sociedad have it with Canales. Canales, Ilara. To Chapi Prieto. Prieto under pressure. Ilara just gets the ball off to Llorente. Now, Navas. Long ball down the line, hooked on, but picked off by Gerard Piqué. Piqué being driven back towards his own corner flag. Oyarzabal manages to force a throw-in. And Dembélé will be on in a minute. Meanwhile, throw into Real. Canales with Kevin. Ball goes back to Ilara. Ilara really is the driver of this midfield. Plays the ball across the area, headed away by Vermeulen. Another good performance by the Belgians so far. Corner on this near side. It'll be taken by Canales. Real Sociedad's fourth corner of the game. Canales with his left, in-swinger. In it comes. The header's there from William, but another ineffective header from the Brazilian. I say another, of course it was his header that opened the scoring here this evening, but a couple of poor headers from corners. Dembélé coming on for, you would imagine, Andre Gomez. We shall see. Leo Messi trying to go all the way, is brought down. It'll be a free kick. Some 20-odd meters out, maybe a fraction too far to be shooting. But it is, of course, Leo Messi with the ball. Just going to go all the way. There was a little foot left in there. Initially, he jumped over that, but then through Beldia and Ilara brought him down. Ilara picks up a yellow card. The first for the home team. So, free kick to Barcelona. Will Leo Messi test Geronimo Rulli? Especially in these conditions. Messi shoots, comes off the wall though. And the ball played forward. Sergio Roberto's at the back to make sure the ball goes back to Ter Stegen. Of course, the pitch is getting heavier and heavier, so those back passes to the keepers will have to be watched carefully. As Real have the ball in midfield. Out it goes to Canales. Now, Odriozola. The ball, well, normally would have gone out of play, but it's kept in by the rain. and the heavy pitch here. Ball into the box, headed away. Throw into Real Sociedad. Ilara hooks it over, offside against Odriozola. So Dembele coming on for Paulinho. So another chance to see the French youngster. It may well be the Dembele. Indeed, takes up position on the right. Suarez down the middle, or Suarez rather to the left. Messi down the middle. As we look at the lineup at the moment, as Suarez's ball goes out for a throw-in to the blues and whites. Odriozola to take. Back it goes to Diego Llorente. Llorente on the ball, on the halfway line. Flicks it forward, headed away by Vermaelen. And the ball goes out to play for a throw into Barca. Suarez looking to take it quickly. Alba, Messi and Suarez combining. Jordi Alba going down the left-hand side. Looks to play it in and picked up by Rulli. Rulli rolls it out to Navas. Navas to Kevin. Kevin under pressure from Dembele and concedes a throw-in. So Barca with the ball. Barca still the more likely of the two to score in this second half. William Jose holds it up well. Prieto. Real have it on the right-hand side with Odriozola. Back it goes to Canales. Canales to Llorente. Llorente steps away from Luis Suarez. Switches it to Kevin. Kevin back to Navas. Navas, long ball down the left-hand side. Headed on by William Jose, picked up by Piqué. The ball will go back to Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen out to Vermaelen. Vermaelen plays it forward. Suarez holds it back well, but Alba's ball goes straight to Llorente. Xavi Prieto in space on the right-hand side. Prieto plays it in. William Jose heads it wide. Or did it come off Sergio Roberto? Roberto got the last touch. So it'll be a corner. It's already taken. Canales. Canales swings it in. Ball headed away once again by Vermaelen. And Real have to play it all the way back to Geronimo Rulli. Halfway through the second half, it's Real Sociedad 2, Barcelona 2. Navas, long ball forward, cut out by Sergio Roberto, gives it to Dembele. Dembele out to Leo Messi. Messi sees the run by Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba cuts it back, and it's met by Navas in the penalty area. Just wondering there whether Jordi Alba couldn't have gone for goal. As Barca have it with Busquets. Busquets to Dembele. Dembele brought down, so it'll be a free kick to Barcelona inside the Real half. Having another look at this now. Messi's ball through to Jordi Alba. Alba, well, he's scored twice in recent weeks from positions like that. This time decided to cut it back. Barca on the attack again with Sergio Roberto, ball into the box. Luis Suarez left it Now it's picked up by Andre Gomez. Gomez to Jordi Alba, just outside the penalty area. Jordi Alba to Leo Messi, back to Alba. Alba back to Suarez, shot is blocked, but picked up by Rakitic. Rakitic maintains the play here for Barcelona, and it's cleared for a throw-in to FCB. Certainly the second half belongs to Barcelona, and you feel that they are so much closer to getting the third goal. Piqué out to Sergio Roberto, back to Dembélé, he loses it. Barca on the back foot as Real Sociedad ping it out to the left-hand side. Momentum is lost, and Piqué should get to this ball ahead of Oyarzabal. Gives it to Sergio Roberto. Roberto down the right-hand side. Dembélé should keep this in. He does. Dembélé just outside the penalty area and slipped as he was making the cross into the box. Leo Messi, the intended target. Real Sociedad have the ball. Llorente out to Odriozola. Llorente now back to Geronimo Rulli. Rulli under no pressure, looking for his options. Into the middle of the park. The ball met once again by Vermaelen. Luis Suarez. Suarez! 3-2 to Barcelona. Luis Suarez strikes again, his second of the evening, his 13th in the league this season. And Barcelona were huffing and puffing throughout the second half. And with 71 minutes on the clock, they take the lead for the first time in this game. And Suarez strikes. Well, we commented just moments ago, Vermaelen has won so many balls in the air. This ball up into the midfield, it's still inside the Real Sociedad half. Vermaelen beats it, heads it forward, and Luis Suarez, first to react, strokes it past Rulli. So it's Real Sociedad 2, Barcelona 3. Well, difficult to see what Real can do. As I said, Barcelona really dominating this game now. Ball with Rulli into the midfield area. This time, free kick given the challenge on Ilara. Two number fours clashing there. Rakitic for Barca and Ilara for Real. The ball with Llorente. Out to Odriozola, combining with Canales. Beldia pushes it out to the left-hand side. Real Sociedad really haven't threatened Ter Stegen in this second half. Real move it around in midfield through Beldia, out to Kevin. Then William Jose inside to Oyarzabal. Ilara ticks it into Canales. Canales to Odriozola. Canales picks up the loose ball. Still Canales chips it over to the far side. Ball brought down, and a tremendous shot over the crossbar from Oyarzabal. Good movement there from Real Sociedad. Certainly their best move of the second half. Ball chipped out by Ter Stegen up towards the halfway line. Luis Suarez brought down by Llorente. So it'll be a free kick. Barcelona, understandably, not in too much of a hurry with this one. As we approach the last quarter of an hour, Barcelona leading 3-2 in Anoeta. Throw into FCB on the far side. And another free kick, another challenge on Luis Suarez. This could be almost Leo Messi territory. Nice exchange of pleasantries there between Raul Navas and Suarez. Did bring him down, they began to argue and ended up in a nice little Teletubby hug. So, free kick to Barca. Into the last quarter of an hour, this Week 19 clash in San Sebastian. Leo Messi on with the ball. Messi goes for goal and just wide of Ruli's post. Ruli then play a long ball forward. This time it's Piqué beating William Jose to the ball. Busquets gives it to Rakitic. Rakitic to Leo Messi. Messi twisting, turning, gives it back to Ivan Rakitic. Now Dembélé, supported by Sergio Roberto. Roberto finds Vermaelen, joining the attack, and almost a little 1-2 there with Luis Suarez. Could have returned the favour. Busquets fills in for where Vermaelen was. Gives it to Piqué. Piqué to Rakitic. Rakitic back to Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen being closed down by William Jose. Plays up towards the halfway line. Real Sociedad recover the ball through Beldia. Real Sociedad about to make another substitution. Januzaj will be coming on in midfield. The ex-Man United player will have just around about 12-13 minutes in which to make an impact. Always feel that if you're going to make a substitution, maybe give a player a little bit more, 20 minutes or so, to have an impact on the game. As William Jose goes down under the challenge of Piqué, and it'll be a free kick on the halfway line for the Blues and Whites of Real Sociedad. Third goal. Could argue that the ball into the middle from Ruli is not the best of, but good anticipation by Vermaelen means that Barcelona are leading. And as we look at the league table right now, 19 points ahead of the men in white. Real Sociedad have the ball just outside the area, into the area, headed away by Jordi Alba. Dembélé wins it back and wins the free kick, brought down by Kevin. Xabi Prieto, the player replaced by Januzaj. Digne will be coming on for Barcelona. Barcelona, of course, will be looking at the minutes of each player, bearing in mind that they are still in the cup. Real Sociedad disappointingly went out to Lleida. Barcelona, though, have a very interesting quarter-final in the Spanish Cup against Espanyol. This being the second half of a Basque v Catalonia day. Espanyol drawing 1-1 with Athletic Club Bilbao in the match prior to this one. Digne then will come on. Andre Gomez, the player to go off. Sergio Roberto will push further up maybe. Although I would like to see exactly where he goes. Well, Digne seems to have taken Jordi Alba's place, and Jordi Alba will play further upfield. Something he has been doing this season, even from fullback position. So, Real Sociedad, just under 10 minutes to try and get something out of this game. Tremendous first half. Has it taken its toll, though? It's more tired-looking Real Sociedad in the second half. Second half dominated by Football Club Barcelona. As the ball goes out to Sergio Roberto. Forward to Dembélé. Dembélé, lovely 1-2 with Roberto. Roberto surging forward. Still Roberto, inside to Leo Messi. Messi plays the ball out to Jordi Alba. Alba unable to get there, but prevents the goal kick. It goes out for a throw-in to Real Sociedad, to be taken by Odriozola. Barca are given the ball. Leo Messi outside the penalty area! Tremendous shot, and Suarez almost getting the rebound, but eventually put out by Llorente. It's a corner to Football Club Barcelona. Messi chesting it down, hooked it over through Belledia and caught it on the volley the other side of him. Would have been quite the goal if it had gone in. Instead it's a corner. Messi hooks it out, of course, to Jordi Alba. Alba back to Leo Messi. Still Messi, just outside the penalty area on the right-hand side towards Piqué. Ball cleared and recovered by Sergio Roberto. Suarez plays it off Oyarzabal, and it'll be a throw-in to the red and blues of Barcelona. Suarez on the edge of the area and concedes a free kick. A free kick that will be taken by Geronimo Rulli. 82 minutes gone in the second half. As Real Sociedad have the ball with Navas. Navas back to Rulli. Rulli and to Llorente. Rulli once more. This ball to Vermaelen again. A little bit foot deeper this time though, so Real Sociedad recover the ball. To Beldia, out to Kevin. Kevin to Navas. The home fans a little bit restless here. They feel the Real Sociedad are not threatening in any way. And indeed, they've lost the ball. Luis Suarez goes down, and it'll be a free kick and a yellow card for Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal heavy in the challenge there. Luis Suarez. Slid in, made contact with Suarez's right ankle. So it'll be a free kick to FCB, very much on top at this stage of the game. Having gone 2-0 down in the first half, they now lead 3-2, and they have a free kick at the feet of the world's #1, Leo Messi. And again, given the conditions, he might fancy this. Strokes it in! Leo Messi has scored the 4th for Barcelona. An incredible distance. 17 goals in the league. And really rooted to the spot. Leo Messi smiling away. Don't think even he thought that was going in. I did say, given the conditions, but this over the wall, top left, and the goalkeeper didn't move. Well, not sure exactly what the distance is. I'll try and get that for you in a moment, but I would say you're looking around about 30 meters or so as we go into the last 5 minutes, and surely Barcelona will maintain their unbeaten record for the season and stretch the lead at the top of the table to 19 points over the men in white. Well, Barca could threaten again here. Leo Messi unable to keep the ball in. It'll be a throw-in to the blues and whites. Real ball. A bit more pressure now for the ex-Barca man, Eusebio. And it certainly has been, as they say, a game of two halves. Real Sociedad dominated in the first, and Barca likewise in the second. It's Real, though, on the edge of the area, the ball into the box. There's a slip. Vermeulen heads the ball away. Ilara flicks it out to the far side, and this time the slip by Kevin. As Dennis Suarez will be coming on for Barca. Long ball forward, straight to Geronimo Rulli. Down the right-hand side, the ball down the middle now, could be an opportunity here. Canales, ooh, the fans are not happy with that. They felt he should have gone for goal, opportunity not taken, and it ends up with a corner. And they felt Canales should have been testing Ter Stegen. Corner will be taken by the number 16 for Real Sociedad, Sergio Canales. Spun in towards the penalty spot, headed away by Piqué, long-range effort, and eventually Sergio Roberto tidies up at the back. Ball played forward, it'll be met by Ilara. Ilara, Llorente, back to Ilara. Through Canales. Now the ball played straight to Ter Stegen. So Barcelona very much in charge here as we go into the last 2 minutes. Ball out to Sergio Roberto. Roberto inside to Luis Suarez. Suarez inside the penalty area, driving towards the byline and shoots into the side netting. He felt it, took a deflection. Wants the corner, tells the linesman what he thinks. Let's have another look. Well, difficult to see So we shall be back with you on Wednesday evening, 9 o'clock. Espanyol Football Club Barcelona, quarter-final of the King's Cup. This evening looks like being a glorious victory for Barcelona. Looking like Barcelona's first victory in the league since 2007 in this stadium. Indeed, only Iniesta and Messi knew what it was like to win in the league here, as Luis Suarez is replaced by Denis Suarez in the last minute of the 90. Real Sociedad have the ball in the middle of the park, played down the centre, picked up by Canales. Canales' ball is straight to Roberto. Roberto, Dembele, Rakitic, back to Piqué. Piqué to Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen will lift it into the middle of the field. 3 minutes will be added on to the 90 we've already enjoyed. Real Sociedad not in cup action, so they will entertain Celta Vigo next weekend, which could possibly be Eusebio's deciding game. The pressure is certainly on. They are still, of course, in the Europa League, where they take on Salzburg next month. Barcelona with an interesting tie of their own against Chelsea in the Champions League. Real Sociedad have it on the edge of the box. Could be a chance here. Oh, Yazabel's shot is blocked. It's fallen to him again, but too many Barca players in the way. Eventually, Digne chips it down to Denis. Denis looking for a race with Llorente. Navas comes over to cover. Ball goes back to Rulli. Well, I think the whistle's for the Real Sociedad keeper, maybe. As Real push forward. Sliding challenge on Oyarzabal. Piqué will pick up a yellow card. Piqué facing up to the linesman, but the referee had already decided on the yellow for the challenge, it would appear. Let's have another look. Well, he's flown in, got the ball, but got the player as well. So a yellow card for Piqué to a piece. Piqué and Roberto for Barcelona, Lara and Oyarzabal for the home team. We're into the last minute. It'll be a free kick on the right-hand side. Can Real Sociedad close the gap? Don't think there's much chance of them scoring two in 45 seconds, but at least make the scoreline look a little bit better. Maybe it would be a just reward for their first half domination. Canales swings it in and punched away by Ter Stegen. It'll be a corner. The corner will almost certainly be the last action of this week 19 game in Anoeta. A game that was Real Sociedad's in the first half, but Barca totally dominating the second half. Dembele picks up for Barca on the far side. Chance for maybe one more attack. It's intercepted though, and he'll be Real Sociedad with that attack. Ball inside the area. Dembele, little nudge there. Player goes down, but nothing doing. There is the final whistle in Anoeta. So Barcelona, a very strong performance indeed to come back from a 2-0 deficit to win the game 4-2, a deserved win. Their domination of the second half was incredible. We will be back with you on Wednesday. Espanyol Barcelona in the Cup. Hope you enjoyed it. We certainly did. But that is all for now, folks.